Yes, of course, we've got Mr. Jools, Holland, who went down to see David Bowie, seeing as he's in town. We didn't want him to feel lonely when he turned in Heathrow, so therefore we got him, hidden him in the corner and got a quick interview. Here's a bit of a video of Bowie's latest single, Let's Dance. He's coming on in a moment, and I don't think I've passed this particular one.
Getting the show on the road and all that, I mean, it gives, having not done it for 6 years, there's a new impetus of wanting to do it there, which I'm really pretty geared up for doing it.
You're not scared it might start getting you down?
I don't think so. I'm very happy with the band that I have for this tour.
Well, you'll be having a lot more of me talking to David. Me and David became very close in that interview. In fact, about 3 or 4 feet away I was from him. You'll be seeing more of that later, an interview with him. But now, well, for the slothful types that have only just tuned in, later on we have David Bowie, me having lunch with him, in fact. Me taking my clothes off with him. That'll get you watching. The Undertones and you too.
It's getting extremely boring, Link. So what I'm going to tell you is that yesterday, film crews from all over the world flew into London because Mr. David Bowie was releasing details of his new album and the first concert tour he's done in 6 years. Guess who got the exciting exclusive interview? It wasn't this bunch from Switch. It was their own Jools, Holland, and the two cameras.
Thank you so much. See the immediate respect I demand from these people. You can see, oh, in fact, and this is interesting. This is the sort of this is the sort of thing that we're going to get. This is the interest it's created amongst the world's press. In fact, I don't know who these people are filming for. Probably the BBC or someone like that. Somebody equally unspeakable. Well, we're wandering down here. Here's the ballroom entrance. This is where David's actually going to be. First thing that we must ask you is, after not having toured for 6 years, are you nervous about doing it? Or here in England, not having toured?
Nervous in an excited way. I don't think I'm nervous in terms of actual performance, but the whole getting the show on the road and all that, I mean, it gives, having not done it for 6 years, there's a new impetus of wanting to do it there, which I'm really pretty geared up for doing it.
You're not scared it might start getting you down?
I don't think so. I'm very happy with the band that I have for this tour.
Who are you using in the band?
I'm using Carlos Alomar, who toured with me for most of my tours since 74, 75. He's the only guy who remains in the old band. Dennis Davis, who's now working with Stevie Wonder, is replaced by Tony Thompson from Chic, who was with Chic, is now with me. And the lead guitarist is a guy that I'm really excited about called Stevie Ray Vaughan, who plays some of the best real blues guitar that I've heard in years.
The other thing is that there have been rumours that this might be the last tour. Would you care to stem those on?
I doubt that. I can't see that I'd be touring next year again, but I've really got no real feeling about stopping touring. I mean, if this goes as happily as I want it to go, then I'd probably tour a lot more frequently than I have done.
And with the record that's just come out, I mean, I've only seen the video of the single. But do you think it is? I mean, is the record on the whole a dance record? Would you think?
I think that track is predominantly a dance track in terms of that it can be danced to. The others can be danced. Dance is so diversified now. There's so many styles of dancing.
Lots of different dances to do, aren't there?
Absolutely, yeah.
On and on, yeah.
If you dance slow, there's a slow track on it.
That's right. Yeah. Well, that's what I like to hear. Well, I shall be dancing in different styles. The other thing that they did ask you in there, I'd like to ask you, is where your home is.
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
But I mean, as well in there, you said that because you travelled so much, it was almost like the world was your oyster. Yeah,
it does seem that I spend much of my time in other countries other than Switzerland, but I guess that's a base. But I have travelled extensively over the last 10 years, from Siberia through to Australia, and God, there's very few countries that I haven't been to. In South America is the only area that I haven't approached in.
Would you like to go there?
I'm in sort of two minds about it. Yes, I would. I would like to go there.
Bit violent, isn't it, man?
Yeah, yeah. But so was Berlin when I lived there.
Did that worry you at all?
I think towards the end it was something that I felt I didn't really want in my life too much. It was getting more violent, but I still have very fond memories of Berlin.
Because there's a lot of people who not imitate, but take from your style a lot. We shan't name names because we're not like that here. What do you think about people who do that?
I'm pleasantly surprised that it's meant so much to them. I think that's great. Wonderful.
Okay, well, I've had a signal to wind up from a man over there now. But so what I shall ask you is just finally, is for a person that's done all these things, on your gravestone, what would you like your epitaph to be?
Oh, Lord. Good conversationalist, but I doubt whether that'll appear.
Really? Oh, well. Oh, yeah. And so we say goodbye to Derek Bowie, and we'd like to thank him. And, of course, it's goodbye for us. No, not goodbye. Let's say...